Hi guys, welcome back. This is Karan, your futuristic Kodwa. In today's vlog, we will be reviewing the MG ZS EV, which is India's first connected electric car. So, is this really an electric car? It doesn't seem so, right? Because the car doesn't look in that way. Apart from one logo which says I'm electric, there is no other feature in the entire car or a design maybe, which says that it's an electric car. That's one good thing about, the MG ZS EV. So the design of the car, right? So this is not something very new in the market, right? So this car has its own presence and own, type of customers as well across the globe. This car is actually, out in markets like UK, parts of Europe, Thailand, China, and in Australia, it's also known as one of the cheapest car or electric car ever, right? So that's not exactly true in the Indian market now, is it? Right? The reason why we are coming to that conclusion is because there are certain other cars as well in India which is way below the budget what MGZS EV require, right? So we have two variants in the MGZS EV, one being the Excite version, the other being the exclusive one. So the car that we have here right now is the exclusive one. This has a price tag of 25.5 lakhs on road in Karnataka, and the other model, which is a base model, comes about 23.5 lakh in Karnataka, right? So there are no much of the difference here. There are about, like, few other differences between the base and the top end variant. So it has the top end variant has a leather seat. It also has the electrically adjustable seats, six speakers, rain sensing wipers, and even a sunroof. So these are the stuff what you get additionally, in the top end model, which is the exclusive model. So apart from that, there is no much of a difference, even in power, even in the way it looks and all of that. So it all remains the same. So enough of talks and me blabbering about the variants and all of that. Let's show you more about the car and give you a lot more information about the car itself, right? So come on. So the front of the car, this is how the car looks, and the design and all of that makes the car look very dynamic and a lot more sportier than a electric car, right? So this is how the headlight looks. This is actually inspired from the London Eye. I'm pretty sure you must be knowing about it. And this is the MG logo. If you press it, you will find the charging slot, and the MG logo is actually breathable when you put it for charge, right? So it shows that it's charging. So that's how you can get to know that the car is charging. So this is a five-seater car. The max power what it has is 140 something bhp, and the torque as well is 350 newton meters of torque, which it produces, and it's an automatic, right? So you don't have anything other than a regular gear shifter. So coming towards the back side of it, right? So this is how the back side looks. It has an internet inside, logo to it, ZSEV badging there, and beautifully placed tail lamps, and also the MG logo, which is very prominent. It shows you that you're driving an MG car as well. And coming to the lights. See, this is a race inspired or a racetrack inspired light. It has a beautiful design to it, and it looks way nicer when you look at it in a darker environment. And this also comes with a shark fin antenna. So this is how you get to the boot of the car. The boot has a capacity of 470 liters. If you remove the accessories and make space, basically use the 60/40 split that the seat provides, right? I think you can haul pretty much anything and everything in this particular space. You can even camp in the space as well. So this is pretty practical, car in that sense. So that's something really good, something that I like personally about the car. So this is how the side profile of the car looks like, right? So it has a very beautiful, windmill style, wheels to it, which looks very attractive when seen from a far distance. Also, bringing towards this logo, this is something I really don't like about the car, to be very honest. It gives out the name electric, 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 and this cladding is well placed, protects you from all the scratches, and also the mirror as well. It is decent size, and it also gives you that indications as well. So this is how the interior of the car looks like. You are welcomed by a beautiful design of the steering. You just have to push it in to start. It's basically a push start button to start up the car. So if you look at the other design as well, it has a goggle inspired cluster to it, which again, I just like the MG's cluster design, the speedometer design, and even it has a power consumption meter to it as well. So I think it's generally well placed. Yeah. So towards the left hand side of the steering wheel, right? So you have these functions wherein you can control the music, like if you need to increase the volume, decrease the volume, change tracks, mute, and even you have two other buttons down below, which is a call button and a source button. So call is to call someone, and a source button is to change the music, maybe from a radio to Ghana, or to another Bluetooth device, right? So that's how the source button comes in place here. So towards your right hand side, you will have another two the same design. So you will have this iCall feature there with the star thing. If you require any assistance, roadside assistance, anything of such, you can click on that button. For the voice related feature, you can just press this button and MG comes alive. So the other thing is this four buttons on top, which is basically to control the display which is in the instrumental cluster, right? So this is how the display looks like, which is placed in the instrumental cluster, right? So you can navigate this display using the buttons that I showed you previously, right? So if you press down button, you can get to understanding about the current journey, the accumulated total. So accumulated total is nothing but the number of kilometers which is traveled, the the mileage, what the car is doing, and all of that. So electrical information is another place wherein you can understand what is the voltage, what is the power that the motor is consuming as well. So it also comes with a tire pressure monitoring system, wherein you can actually understand what is the current pressure of the tires, right? So it also comes with a small diagram or a graphical representation of how the energy flows, and of course this is how the the display looks like otherwise, right? So if you press on towards the right hand side of it, this are the three menus that you get. So one is this menu wherein you can schedule your next service, and also the ESC off, and any other warnings that you get will be displayed in the next one. This is how the display is placed. You will have a speedometer and also an energy consumption meter there, which shows you how much of energy that you're using at any given point in time. It also has energy or the fuel gauge, what you call it as, right? So wherein it shows how much of battery percentage which is remaining. Right, so even though it has other ways of looking at the battery percentage, it still has that the old fashioned way of showing as well. So apart from that, you will also get to see other errors like your seat belt, maybe your parking brake maybe, and also your cruise control. So this is how you can control the mirrors, basically move it right, left, or up and down. as well. So you can control each of the mirror in a way wherein you can just use the knob there to control the left or the right one as well. And you have the basic setup what you get in almost all the cars these days for the windows. So this is how you lock and unlock the car. It also, gives you that small indication when the car is locked and when the car is unlocked. So this is another easy way to unlock the car by just, opening the handle twice. So towards your right is a place wherein you can control the wipers, the front as well as the back wipers. You can switch it on, just by pushing it up and down. It also comes with automatic rain sensing wipers, right? So you can keep it in auto and also, adjust the speed on the auto settings. As in, if you would want it to be, functioning in a specific speed, you can do that. If not, you can also reduce the speed as well as increase the speed as well, right? So that's how that works. And another long press towards yourself, you can wash your windshield as well as the wiper comes on as well, right? So that's the basic stuff what you get in almost all the cars these days, right? So this is where you get this function of the headlights as well as the turn indicators, right? So this setup is commonly found in the British cars. Simple up and down movement would, turn on the headlights, the dim and depth function. That's how that works. And you also have the auto headlights here, right? So coming down below, you would also have this cruise control placed down. So easy way to set the cruise is just press the middle button, wherein you can set the cruise at a particular cruising speed, and you can also plus and minus. Just by turning the knob, you can reduce the speed or increase the speed as well. So constantly pushing it up will cancel it. So this is how the center console looks like. It has a, the gear selector. Just turn the knob right towards your right hand side, the drive. That's how you can start driving. You also have reverse and even neutral as well. So when you turn on towards the reverse, you get the reverse camera on, which will look something like this, right? So it also has this adaptive guidelines as well in the camera, wherein if you turn your steering towards your right and left, it will show you where the car will be heading towards. A big disappointment towards the AC side because it doesn't have the auto AC. The vents, though, it has an A-class style vent, which I really like. And the functionality as well. It's quite sturdy and it's very easy to use. So this, unlike other MG cars, has a small display. It has a 20 centimeter display, and the display or the setup, right? So it's pretty good. It will show you the weather, the navigation. It comes with a TomTom navigation setup, which is again a pretty good feature. It also shows you the battery as to what are the battery percentage in nearby charging stations maybe, all of that setup as well, and also shows you the amount of CO2 saved, just to feel good about yourself that you're contributing towards the environment, right? So it also has a music player wherein you can switch between the Bluetooth music, the local music, and even the Ghana and all that stuff as well. The basic stuff, and again it'll come with the Apple and Android CarPlay, the iCall feature. To turn on the Android, CarPlay, you would require, a USB setup. You can also, watch videos in the system, view pictures and even documents as well. Also coming down, I think you will get an inbox place wherein if there are any, important stuff from the MG, it will be displayed there. Going to the setup, you can also update, and the basic changes of the cars as well, will be displayed there, right? So you can update the firmware and all of that. It also comes with a Wi-Fi wherein you can also add in your home phone Wi-Fi or home Wi-Fi. That's the easy way to do it, and yeah, I think it's a wholesome player. So this is the top setup basically, right? So you get the place wherein you can control the lights, right? So either you can switch it on by yourself for yourself, and for the passenger as well, switch on and off. You get that door on and off feature as well. So this is for the blinds. If you press this button, the blind comes on, and it's a very satisfying feeling, guys. Right? So if you do the other way around, right? So wherein you press the other button, which is a arrow pointing outwards, that means the blind comes off. Right? So this is how the sunroof of the car looks like. Right, so you also have another turnable knob, which is for the sunroof, wherein it comes on and basically it comes in and goes out as well. Right, so it's a very easy knob, a small one, and very to the point kind of a thing. So this is how the interior of the car looks like from the back seat. It's a very ageless and very to the point kind of an interior. Even the back seat as well, right? So the lumbar support, and a person can easily sit. A person of my height can easily sit in the back seat. They have also given a charging socket for the back side, and the leather seats, right? So this is the difference that you get in the top end, and you get a normal fabric seat in the usual one. So that is the MG ZS EV for you guys. Um, Let me know your thoughts below. Um, what do you feel? What do you feel about the car? We will definitely discuss the pros and cons about the car, as I've already finished about a month's time using the car, and also I've driven this for almost 3.5k kilometers. So we will be getting to that. So I would like to understand what is that you want to know. A pro and con video is definitely coming in. Let me know your thoughts as well on the same, so that I can also do a video accordingly. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.